Yo, yo, yo. Okay, let me get this on and going. All right, I'm not even gonna wait for people to come on here. I'm gonna just go ahead and go in. This is strictly explicit truth. All right, this your boy Seafood Drew. Um, it's a few things I'm gonna talk about. Get into some fitness later, martial arts later, probably toward the end. I won't hold up nobody too long because I see the time. So, um, first things first, I want to start off with us black men. All right, because I think there's a lot of misconception going on with what a real man is, what a real man is supposed to be, what a real man is going to do, what a real man should say. And let's be honest. As black men, I'm gonna be honest, we don't even know that ourselves. You know why? Let me explain. Because the people who were around us, the men who were around us and who was trying to spit that knowledge to us, they were teaching us things that are called survival techniques. Yo, as a black man, you need to make sure you do this. As a black man, you need to make sure you do that. As a black man, you need to make sure you say this. As a black man, you need and make sure you go here and do this and put that there. Those are survival techniques. Learning how to put together a pipe or anything, that's not what makes you a man. Learning how to put a house together, that doesn't mean that requires you. That doesn't mean that you're a man because you know how to put a house together. No, it means you're good at math, equations, you know how to put things together. Good, right? Okay, but that doesn't mean you're a man. Your responsibilities and actions is what determines that. And you determine that by looking at your faults, which each and every one of us have. I am so tired of this shit with man, this, 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 man, man. Well, let me explain your actions and your responsibilities. You have responsibility to yourself to know that any action that you throw out there is going to come back right to you because that is energy that you are putting out, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. Now, in saying that, being positive and in being a man, okay? As I said earlier, that doesn't mean putting things together makes you the responsibilities and the actions. Now, you must understand and understand that it's not about you in the first place. It's not about you in the first place. It is about you knowing the experience that you have on this earth. Okay? Everything that is inside of you have to make it manifest outwardly. Especially as a black man having a family. You might hear the kids in the back. That's fine. It's family, babe. You have to make sure that you push that outwardly, especially if you are a family man. Because guess what? You learn from them. They do not learn from you. They teach us. Those children teach us. They teach us what not to do. They teach us how not to be with not only them, but others. We see things in a different perspective through children's eyes because at the same time, when we're looking at them, we're looking at ourselves. So again, the responsibilities and the actions. Hold on, let me close the door. Oh, the door's already closed. So the responsibility and your actions is what determines and makes you a man. I can talk to you blue in the face about, yo, you need to do this, homie. You need to do that, G. You need to do this. But I'm just telling you what to do to cover your bases. You feel me? And that is good. That is good. If you want to set yourself up for financial success, entrepreneurship in any business that you do, that is good. but that doesn't mean that you are a man. That means you are a person that is being successful in the things you're doing, and that needs to be. But you must have the morals and the respect within yourself. And I'm talking about this the you, okay, not you, but the you inside you. You have to make that manifest out work because you have to understand. Right now, the times that we're in, there is a lot of mental trickery. You don't understand what I'm saying. There's a lot of mental trickery. You have a lot of you have a lot of we're going to play it either my side or your side mentality. Or for instance, I live in the DMV area. I'm from Brooklyn, though. Shout out Brooklyn. And the DMV area, because it's the capital of America, the DMV area has a lot of narcissism in it. The people are the attitudes is very narcissistic. Everyone has to one up each other. And with that kind of mentality, you will never find yourself. Because again, it is not about you. This is not about you. The experience that you have here, if you want to make things manifest within you, you have to understand when you look into the mirror. I say this all the time, not to you, but I'm going to say it now and say it to a blue in the face, which is impossible. Unless I be black blue. Um, when you look in the mirror, you have to say to yourself, is this the person I want to be? And if the answer is no, I do it all the time. And if the answer is no, then you have to change it, or else you're going to direct something out there to someone or something, and it's going to come back to you in the wrong way. Ask yourself, do I want to be this person? Am I satisfied with this? But when I'm this person, when I step outside, how is my insides feeling? Am I feeling this emotion of anger and attitude and leave me alone type? That right there, once you start feeling this here, then that means it's time to change, because that's you telling that there's something wrong with you. You understand? So you have to make sure that in your process of going through your if you want to say finding yourself journey, or spiritual growth, that's fine. But in the process of finding that, as a man, I'm just dealing with the men first. As a black man, you got to remember your mental has to be correct, because it is the responsibilities and the actions that you are responsible for. That is what makes you a man. Now, um, we can go through, we can be petty and poke through things and stuff like that. You can do that. If you're good at that, you can go ahead and you can do that and pick holes or whatever. And that's fine. You be an expert at that. That's another thing I want to say. As men too, we have to know our lane. Pick a lane. You can't be the warrior, the shit talker, the person that start trouble and the one make peace, and you're good at paperwork, then you're good at business, and then you're good at building. No, you pick a lane. Pick a lane. I am I tell men this all the time. I am very comfortable staying in my lane. Kung fu, filming, fitness. That's it. That's it. I don't want anything else. If you could tell, yeah, I'll be racing and good. You're a racer. Very good. I'm not. Don't want to be. There you go. I respect the fact that that's what you're doing and I'm not doing it. We have to pick a lane and stay in it. Stop being jealous off of each other. We have to be better with each other, especially when we come into interaction with each other. The minute black man, we step out the door and we see each other, get an attitude. God damn, what the fuck I do? You grilling me. I'm gonna give you a story real quick. I was doing I was doing an Uber. Was it Uber? I was doing an Uber Eats, right? And I think this was either last night or the night before, but I was doing an Uber Eats. And again, I live in the DMV, and I had to. It was a pickup in DC, going to another place in DC. And I get in the building. Get in the building now. Um, I think the concierge behind the counter is a black dude. You know what I mean? And he walked in the back of the office, and it was two guys standing there. All right. Uh, for better words, it was another black guy there, and then it was an Asian guy. They were standing together. They was together, and I stood there, waiting for him to come out because I had the food and I just got another order to get something else. Listen now. He took like 3 minutes on. I'm from New York. Like a minute is 7 seconds. So, I was like, it's like 3 minutes right now. So I asked the two dudes, I was like, yo, where's the elevator? So they pointed to me where the elevator was. So I walked to the elevator now, in the elevator. As I'm in the elevator, I get in and I push for the floor and I can't get in, right? So I'm like, oh, I might need, the little key fob or whatever to come back. I come back around to the front. So dude come back, brother come back around, and I put the food on the counter because I can't stay long. I have to take another order. So I put the food down. It's like he was waiting to say something. He's like, oh, you couldn't wait for me to come around so I could I say, yo, pause. I got another order to do. So I can't really, yeah, you trying to do that. Okay, what? I said, pause. Come here. Because that's another thing we don't like to do. We don't like to check each other when we wrong. So I had to check. I'm going to check you. I said, stop. I said, let me explain to you something. I came in and you went in the back. No. I said, you could ask those 2 days. It was two dudes standing right here. You walked in the back and I waited. You took long. You was in the back. He said, facts. I was in the back. Okay. You took long. I asked him where the elevator was. I came back, went in the elevator, and I got another order. So when I seen the elevator didn't work and go upstairs, I knew I ain't have enough time. So I came back and put it here because I can't stay. So his face is like, you right. So I was like, don't do that. I said, don't do that. You feel me? Now, if I was one of those white guys coming up in there, or one of them tech, because it's one of those luxury apartments, and if I was coming out of there, he wouldn't have spoke to them like that. But for some reason, when we look at each other, it is this, like, immediately we turn into warriors. Now ask yourself while you sitting there thinking, listen, again, we'll go into all the other stuff and dive in deeper when I come back and I'll do another show or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm just letting you know right now, okay? For some reason, when we look at each other, we have this aggression towards each other. Now, remember, we always talk that shit, yo, I go hard and this is hard. But you ever ask yourself, we hard for each other. And the same way we go hard at each other, we don't go at nobody else like that. No one outside of us we go hard on, but we say we go hard. How? Is that a man? Is that a man? How do you go hard when the only person you got strength for is yourself? Your own you got strength for. You ain't got strength for them? Yeah? You don't have strength for them? So after I finished, checked him, I walked out and I just shook my head. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. The minute you find your area all gentrified, you want to act like you've been going to the cafe drinking coffee lattes the whole time. No, you haven't. Stop it. You want to feel like you're comfortable now to come outside. You've been living here, homie. What are you talking about? You've been living here. The mindset. I'm going to keep it real for you. You get mad all you want, but it's these things you have to look at and pay attention to. You're not paying attention when you walk around outside. If you're in the DMV area, when you walk around the DMV, you don't look around and just ask yourself, like, What is going on? And then the more that you fight and you ignore the fact that we's getting pushed out of the neighborhoods, you understand? Because you can't pay the rent. You know you can't afford to pay the rent, but you're sitting there fighting over being a man. Responsibilities and actions. I'm not hating on anyone else. What do I'm looking for? I'm simply stating the facts. Thank you. I need some water. I'm parched. Hold on, y'all. Forgive me. Or can I get some water? Can I get some water? Shit. Done. So the actions we're going to talk about, because a lot of people don't know what your actions are. When I say a lot of people, forget, I'm going to say that a lot, but I'm talking about us men. Our actions. What are actions? Something you act upon, something you do. Yeah, but it's a little more than that. Your actions are already done before you even do them because you thought them. And a thought is an atom that you created in your mind. Once you create the atom of that thought, it will manifest. Again, once you have that thought, you created that atom, so now it has to manifest. And at times, thought can be a distraction because thought prevents you from doing actions. Again, you stop worrying about being intellectual and dudes don't read any. Oh my god, the books, the book. That's another time. But I love reading, and I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you another story. So just bring up reading. Check this out. Doing another driving gig in the DMV at a place. Excuse me. And I go in there, and one of the people in there saw me reading, and they was like, "What are you reading?" And I showed them, and the first person was a white guy. This is a white guy, and he asked, and he said, "Oh, so looking at this," I showed him the back of it. So he's like, showing this is like good for the times that we're in now. I said, yeah, especially with people with these with these so-called fake consciousness. So then there was a sister there. She looked at the book. She said, "What's that book?" "Oh, no, I don't read." "I don't read." I was embarrassed. Not embarrassed because it was around, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was embarrassed for her, and I was like mentally embarrassed because it's like, yo, why we do not like to read? Why don't we like to read? I love reading, and I'm not talking about I hate reading on the screen. It pisses me off. It pisses me off to read on the screen. I love reading from a book. Having a book is more, to me is more powerful than reading it off of there, because if it's on the book, it's manifested. Once you take a pen, write it in your hands, or you type it and it prints out into a book, it's now manifested words. So now these things, and they're out there now, and like the energy of it, is a whole thing with me. So to know that there's a lot of us out there that don't like to read, that's an issue. Yes, it's an issue for me, because a lot of things, I'm sorry, a lot of things that us black men do, that us black women do, what I mean, us as a whole. When I say us, it's like us as a whole, like it burns me up. It burns me. And maybe I should be like, I don't care, whatever you do, what you do, but a lot of times, and be honest, it's very hard to do that. But that shows how much I do not care about me and care about, everything else. And truthfully, I don't like to be around a lot of people. I am so comfortable with the nature. Give me my family, some land. You know what I mean? What? I'm good. I'm there. I'm good. I'm there all day, every day. I'm there. Might come into town maybe once, get groceries, of course. Come into town, do what I got to do, and I'm out. I'm out. But I've always been like that. I've always looked at people in a different mindset, like, why you why are you saying that? Like, why are you doing, like, why you keep coming close? Like, yo, all right, who you do? No, no. I've always questioned things. Why is that? Well, why do I have to do it? It doesn't make sense if I do it. What purpose do I get from that? You stop questioning things. You see where I'm going. You stop questioning things. Why do I have to do that? Yo, why you keep telling me to take that? Huh? Why you keep, like, for real? Why you keep telling me to take that? Why you keep telling me to take that shit? You know what I'm talking about. If I couldn't come to you and come to your hood and neighborhood and scam you off of products that I'm going door to door selling, telling you that work, and I'm a stranger, then why would you allow another stranger to tell you what to do? And not only that, that doesn't never had your best interests at heart. Were you ever invited to the cookout? To their house? Huh? Never had your best interests at heart. And you're like, okay, oh, I'm gonna go get that. Yeah, I'm gonna go do yes, I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna get some money. I'm gonna get some chicken. I'm gonna get some. Oh, that's gonna be free. I'm gonna get some drink too. Yep, I'm gonna go get it. Get the slow clap. It's very dangerous. It's dangerous. That's like, I drank out of a cup and I gave you my same cup. You don't know what I did with that cup. I was just, I'm thirsty here. You gonna do this? You gonna do this? Or you gonna do it? No, I'm good. I'm good. Remember, I said thought. You create the atom and then it has to manifest. Once it manifests, like I said, you created the action just by thought. So what does that mean? It means you have to work on you. Trust me. I'll do the same thing too. If we're not correcting ourselves or talking to ourselves constantly, like, yo, what did you do today? Yo, you fucked up. You know you shouldn't have did that. All right, you messed up now. You shouldn't have did that. Like, I have to catch myself at times. But I still know how. You see, the warrior spirit I have in me, it's more angry than aggressive. So my mindset, as soon as I walk out of the door, I'm already ready. Okay, I'm going back to the man thing. My mind, and that's all of us. As soon as we step outside, we gotta make sure everything is good. Come back home safe. We ain't caught slipping. You know what I mean? Go to work, made it safe, good. Came back, made it safe, good. Everything was good. That's survival mindset. Man mindset. Do. There's no time for bickering, conversating. Let me explain something to you. Something. When your mind is elevated to something different, when your mind is elevated, like, when I say different, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, okay, if your mind I'm gonna give you something real simple. If your mind is set on gold, let's use it. We'll just use that as an example. Then why would you stop and bicker with dirt? You're sitting there digging it, bickering it, and then you have gold over there. That is your goal. To get to your goal is to get to the gold. You are the gold. So continuously staying in dirt. Remember, if you're already in a hole, why do you keep digging? Get to the goal. Your goal is to get to the goal. And once you reach your goal and you just realize that you were that's another, it's you. It's you. You have to bring that out of you. The minute you step into this arguing and bickering and fussing and fighting, you have tapped back into something that wasn't real. The power of oh man, we're about to jump into the next part. The power of ignoring. Let me finish. So you have to understand that is you have to make that manifest. You are the gold. You are the platinum. You are the diamond. You are the cosmos. Those same materials that's in the cosmos exist in your very body. The importance is you. And remember, I don't mean you. I mean the you. The importance is you. This right here, if you look at Simone Biles, yo, they said the flip shorty do. Nobody could do. It's difficult to do them. And it was amazing because when I saw her, just to show you how we are, when I saw her, she's short. You see how much height she got? Y'all remember Muggsy Bogues? Spud Webb? Yo, remember Spud? Got up there. Tapped into the you. Tapped into the true essence and just made it manifest. When we stop and think about material that does not, and when I say material, I'm not talking about, normally what we talk about, the cars, the jewels, or no, all the other things that are material. When we start looking at those things and thinking that has any value into our life, all we're doing is just we're dimming the light of the true self. We're dimming it. The thing is to keep it bright. The brighter we are, do you understand? The more powerful you are. The more powerful you are, the more you can embrace the true self. You have to really know who you are. That's why they say when the elders said know thyself, when the answer said know thyself, it really meant knowing really who you are. If you know you an asshole, just admit, yo, I'm an asshole. I know I'm an asshole. And I have to stop that. Don't rationalize your fault. Just deal with it. Deal with that shame. Oh, don't be shaming people. No, you have to be in shame. You must feel that pain. You must feel that you was wrong. You must know that it's not right to do that. And you must know that in yourself, you were like that for a long time. I do it with myself. I am no different than anyone. I am not. When you know, when you start, it's different when people see it versus when you realize you do it. When people see it, they're like, yo, you be bugging and thinking like that. And you like, whatever, you crazy or whatever. And then when you do something and then you realize it on your own, you're like, oh, damn. And that's when you feel it. That's when it hurt. That's when you have to really accept that and feel that and be like, damn, I've been doing that, and go through all the times you did it. Oh man, I've been doing that. I've been saying that. I've been acting like that. Oh my goodness. And this and that. But then you have to realize then it might be something wrong with that part of you. Once you acknowledge that it's something wrong, the selves, the high and the low, something going on. It's a bickering going on within you. So then what you have to do is say, okay, this happened. And I know anytime this goes on, I do this. I act like I say this. I go through this. I'm like this. So now we have to say to ourselves, okay, that person right there, I'm going to fight him. I'm going to fight him. And I'm going to fight him every day, every day, every day, every day. And you make sure you get on yourself. Getting on yourself helps you more because you're knowing that part of the self. Then it's easier for you to bring out the higher self constantly. All right. So we're going to move on to the next part. Ignoring. When you live in a place, Leonard Percival Howell, Ganguru, Sulu, Elder. He said, I'm just paraphrasing, but he said, when you live, whatever state you live in, or whatever place you live in, look at the government. However the government is, that's how the people are. That's how they act. Where we live in the DMV, that's exactly how it is. Man, another time I'll tell y'all my experience when I moved here from Brooklyn. And, family don't know, but I'll go through my experience with stuff. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. No, you don't. None of y'all know. So that's how the people are. And I'm being honest, when you live in a place that is narcissistic, inconsiderate, when you have a place that is that's better right there. When you have a place that is narcissistic, inconsiderate, rude, disrespectful, blackmailish, selfish, okay, only looks out for their best interests, okay, spiteful and deliberate. When you have a place like that, you really have to ask yourself, what the heck is going on? What is going on? Who's the person that I'm going to be? What am I going to do, to go around, the way that people are and how things are run and how things move and things like that? Because I am not the type of person to adapt to that type of behavior. Remember, responsibilities and actions. Now I'm talking about everybody. I am not in the process to have patience to deal with that. And it has nothing to do with, well, if you can't do with it, well, no, it's not. That's not what I'm talking about. So follow me, people. That is not what I'm talking. I am talking about when you have a place that is like that. The best thing you have to do in yourself is make sure you really know yourself. Because when you're moving around people like that and then they come across you, they can see that aura and it's something different about you. And they can't come at you with that kind of mentality. No matter how much they try to, it's just something about your spirit and energy that at the moment that it doesn't matter, it's a random person. They see that in you. They cannot come at you like that because they see that you carry yourself a different way. And that's how you must always be. That is not a bad thing. Okay? Respecting yourself means respecting the self. Respecting yourself means respecting the self. Let me tell you something. So many times, and I'm a New Yorker. I guess I like to be annoyed. I pick at stuff perfect. I'm like, now, why do people out here, and I say this all the time, why do people out here stop on the corner at the red light? Cross. Like I know they say, like you want to cross when the light is about to change. That makes no goddamn sense. Like that is ass backwards. You know what I'm saying? I just like to pick at stuff and just, but you know, when you pick at stuff, you notice and you break down because your visualization is completely different. So I'm like, why would you, like that's just one of the many. Man, man, we have changed, yo. How we are now, this is still the ignoring part. I'm leading up to it. This is how are we now. This is the way we are. My brothers, my sisters, please, please stop. Stop telling me that the way you speak is proper. There is a difference between accent and vernacular. If you want to change your vocabulary, you can change your vocabulary and still have your accent. All of y'all out there are sounding like y'all just grew up in a goddamn Beverly Hills Valley and got you. What are you doing that for? Why are you changing your? Why would you do that? Why do you hate yourself so much? Do you feel like when you sound like that, you're more accepted? You know you here we go. You have to admit that there's nothing. See, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with admitting that. The problem is when you fight it and you don't admit it, you continue to do it, and all you do is you continue to feel that destroying part of yourself, and then you get frustrated at times, and you don't even know why you're frustrated, but you're frustrated because you're battling with yourself. Why you have to change your accent? If you get a phone call, it's a job interview, you don't have to change accent. Good afternoon. This is Andrew. How may I assist you? Yes. Yes, it was me that applied for that. What did I say? Yes, it was me that applied for that position. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been doing this for 7 years already, so I'm not a newcomer. But did my accent change? No. You're so scared of yourself. You're so scared to be free, so you just do dumb shit. You change the way you dress. You change your hair. You change your suit. You start dressing like a. Oh my! Listen. I'm going in. Because if these things aren't said, that you're not going to realize and look at yourself and notice that that's not you. Stop saying this is the real me and I'm expressing myself. You're not expressing yourself. You're crying for attention. And I don't pay attention. You give tension to what you need to do. If you have some type of tension, okay, because I don't pay attention, but you can give yourself attention to the things that you need to do. But in that, if you have tension, then that means the tension is with yourself. Expression is verbal, spiritual, physical. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sexuality is not something to be expressed. That is a private thing. That is a private thing between couples. I am not supposed to be out there out loud forcing people to know about my sexuality. That's none of your damn business. Why my personal life should be everybody's business? Why should that be your business? Then you're not working on yourself. There's things we can look at and say, oh, that was fucked up. But if I sit there and dwell on that, then I'm going to lose my way and then move on. You have tragedy in your family, you mourn that. You know why? Because that is your family and you took that time. You went through the process, you did the mourning. That means you focused on your experience with that family member and the time that you had. You see what I'm saying? And now that you went through that process, you can now get back to the self. But someone outside of that, that shouldn't affect you. That shouldn't bother you. That shouldn't keep you frustrated. That shouldn't have you worried about. That shouldn't have you worried about uh, 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 feeling away or doing something expressive to get attention. No, that's a pity party. That's not how we was raised. We're not doing this pity party. Oh, I've been doing this and I've been feeling this way. Well, you may have, but you've been feeling it and didn't say nothing. No, because I felt like I couldn't say it. You could have said whatever the hell you wanted. Parents been stopped beating their damn children. I don't want that shit. When the last time you heard of a child getting their ass bust? Honestly, when the last time you heard of a child getting their ass bust? So, like, come on, like, we have to be able to do that. Another thing now, this is why I go into the ignoring part. Another thing is, like I said, when you're living in a place that is narcissistic, inconsiderate, spiteful, all those things, the best thing to do is ignore it. Let me tell you, do you know how hurtful ignoring narcissism is? Not hard for you to do to them. How hard it is for them to handle the ignoring. Oh man, it burns them up. I'm serious. Because you simple things you refuse to do that is small, that costs no money, that nobody thinks about, that is mental, you don't do it. I'll just stop talking to you. I don't. When I go to work, there's nothing in the company policy that says I have to converse with you and you be my friend for me to do my job. There is nothing in the universal law that says when I step outside that I have to interact with you. I can go about my business and walk past straight as if you do not exist. Do you know how much that burns up narcissism? That hurts. Small stuff. Try it. Try it. I will expand on that the next one because I want to segue into some other stuff as I close out and things like that. Again, if you like what you heard, go ahead, bling bling, like, share, comment. Comments is you could always comment. There'll be times I'll bring out books and I'll read certain paragraphs from books and just dive into that alone and stuff so we can really have a real conversation, a real conversation. We're not gonna talk about things that are not important to us, and I'm talking about the self. We're gonna talk about things that you may wanted to talk about that you never heard people at other podcasts talk about. We'll talk about other things that I don't hear talk about that needed to be. We'll just go in. Shout out to all the positive podcasts out there, though. Seriously, shout out, especially Urban X. Shout out Urban X. Shout out Doggy Diamonds. Very good, very good interviews. Urban X, very good. If y'all don't know them, go ahead and subscribe. That's let me tell you something. Best father son team podcast. I'm telling you, yo. Salute. Shout out Griff, Serious Minds. Me and the Empress really got to meet Griff and embraced him and thing in 2012. It was a good lecture, you know what I'm saying? And the energy from that brother is very, very strong. You understand? So shout out Serious Minds. So now, yes, I'm Shifu Drew. Those of y'all don't know me, rest of y'all who know me, call me Andy, whatever. I am a martial artist. I am a filmmaker. My camera over there and thing. I am into fitness. And a lot of times when it comes to fighting, martial arts and whatever. Um, there is a lot of misconceptions and there's a lot of wrong information that is being done and said, and it's fine. Again, it's fine if we don't know things. But if we don't know things, meaning being ignorant meaning we don't know, then we must be able to accept teaching. So I see a lot of, people using mitts. You use the mitts so you can get your combination going on. And the people who are wearing the mitts and training the others, when they take the mitts off and they're going on the bag now, trainers that using the mitts, you can tell they don't know they've never boxed. Their rhythm is not, I'm about to go in, their rhythm is not, what it is. They're not doing none of that. They're not really getting in. So I'm like, well, that's not cool. Because if somebody's really coming to learn something and they feel like that, that confidence is in them and feel them, and they see you doing that and they know that you not rocking it like you was teaching them to rock it, they're going to think that they're going to go out there and get their ass whooped. That's not cool. So we have to stop doing that. You understand? When it comes to fighting, I'm talking about the art of fighting. All right? Fighting is about survival and it's about evolving. Fighting is not the same that it was last year, especially with how advanced we are. Fighting is not going to be the same in the next 2 months. Everything has to be looked at. Everything has to be analyzed, not just one thing. We have to take pieces of everything. If you know Wing Chun, then you have to go into other things. And then combine that knowledge and pick from that, because everybody want to be a Wing Chun master now. Everybody watching, if I did 15, all right, I 15, and then we're fighting. And so we have to get out of this mindset that when we doing Wing Chun, automatically we're just going to go ahead and we're going to fight 15 and 10 people. That's not realistic. If you see 15 people, you start running. Fighting 15 people is similar to what you'll see Jackie Chan do. He'll run, use objects to create distance. And when there's one or two, then he'll take his shot, bomb, one hit, and then continue going on. That's a little more realistic to fighting more than one person. When you're fighting one-on-one, you can do things like jiu-jitsu, and wrestling. You got 3 people, you're not doing jiu-jitsu. You're not doing wrestling. Okay? You're not. You can combine. Now, if you want to, what you do is you break them down first. Kind of use kickboxing or sanda, and you break them down first. You break them down. Once you break them down in a weekend, then you can go into your style, because where they going. Where you going? Get them. Bring them in. Elbow. Then you can go into that. Not before. It's raining out here. Shout out to the DMV. You can go into that. But when you start thinking that one style is going to do it, and I'm not saying it won't, if it have its versatility, like Choi Lee Foot has a lot of versatility in it. So you might be able to do some damage with that. Again, though, watch this now. I could be wrong, because it also depends on the person. The discipline that a person puts their self through, it can show, when they do their style, it will manifest out in that. Oh shit. Oh. So now you have an issue there. Outside of that, though, you have to be able to be adaptive. You have to make sure that you use everything in your body to help you survive, because fighting is not what you see on movies. That's another thing. I'm gonna go ahead and start going into my action choreographs as we get closer to like the fall. It's very hot right now. When you get into that, you have to be adaptive. You have to be able to know that okay, he likes coming with the right 3 times, and then he always comes with the left 5 times. Okay, so let me see. So I'll, if I know how to be able to counter it with one hand, let me get my distance, size him up, get my distance, read him, and move around. Cardio wins the game. Move around. Stop standing still. Have a strategy. But read the shoulders. Guard up, watch the shoulders. Shoulders always let you know where they coming, where they hitting. Because a lot of people don't have perfect balance. So now you have to work on balance, because you have to make sure when you kick, your shoulders won't move, so they won't know where you're coming from with the kick or the punch. Back. So these are things you have to take heed to. Trainers, the good trainers out there, I salute you, because y'all have been doing it. I've been seeing I see a lot out there. Oh, get it in. And there are some out there that we can't just be jumping into. You put the mitts on all you want, but if you're the one training and you're not looking better than them or as good, something is wrong. Something is wrong. It's okay to say you're getting money. Just say you're doing that. People have been using. I remember the day it happened when they introduced that, fitness was going to be the big thing several years ago. And it was going to be $1 billion industry, it said that then. Everybody jumped up. Everybody jumped up. Oh, I am getting stones, jogging, running, taking pictures, posting it up, smell my oils, do this, that, and stuff. Go in here, drink this water, get that, put the stone in it. Yeah. Jog here. Yeah. Wear these tights. Yeah. Wear this shirt. Yeah. To the point where that's all you see. Nobody even wear clothes now. Everybody outside wears gym clothes now. Say I'm lying. Whatever city it ain't only the DMV. Whatever city you live in right now, I guarantee you everybody wearing gym clothes. You're seeing spandex or tights or whatever, right? Is in gym, and dudes wearing sweats or running shorts. Excuse me, not even sweat. Running shorts and thing. You think I'm lying? If I'm lying, I'm flying. Gravity holding me right now. You think it's a joke I'm making? Yo, that's what people wear now. Everybody is a damn weight loss expert. Everyone is a weight loss expert. Let me explain something to you. Weight loss experts, be careful. Your DNA is not the same as my DNA. So what helped you lose weight, and I'm going to say this again, your DNA is not my DNA. What helped you lose weight is not the same thing that's going to help me lose weight, because I'm different. My body reacts to, and everyone is the same way. I can't tell you, okay, if I did burpees and that was my only workout and I got a certain physique and you wanted to do the same thing too, I can't tell you to do burpees, because if I do, what if it doesn't do anything for you? It did nothing for you. I got to change it up. Okay. You need lunges, squats. You need kicks. You need punches. You need free weights for aerobics. You need to combine these things together. You need to put on the gloves. You need to hit the bag, because that also builds muscle. Okay? All of these things you have to take into consideration when it's dealing with your fitness and health. Or else you just out there and you getting scammed. People just getting you into coming, and it's fine. Yes, come into a gym, you have to pay membership. That's how to. Yes, at the same time, Don't you want your trainer to give a damn about what you're doing? How you turn out, your results? Next to their doctor, they trust you. They think you know every fucking thing. So you have to make sure you do. And if you don't, make sure you are finding ways to do that. The bodies are changing now. Bodies are evolving. You see, people are not looking the ages that they are now. Life expectancy is longer now, which to me, I thought it was always longer. You know, it's just we're going to that, we're going to that, the whole nother thing. But this is what I'm talking about. What you eat, right? That worked for you. I can't eat the same thing because it's not going to work for me. You see what I'm getting? You see what I'm getting at? Stop being scared to eat vegetables. Everybody on this smoothies. You want to drink a smoothie, drink a smoothie. I personally don't like smoothies. The reason why, and I'm going to explain to you why. I don't like smoothies because I don't have a problem with eating the vegetables raw. I don't have a problem eating any vegetable. I've always been like that. I don't have a problem eating any vegetable, any fruit. I'm good. I'm serious. It's just like everybody has this new robot way of smoking. I am vaping. I'm getting my little oil, whatever the hell y'all doing. That's y'all some goddamn microwaves. I swear to God. Y'all motherfuckers are some microwaves with that shit. Just roll the damn thing up and smoke it. God damn. Like all this, you put this together in here and you have to change the, I'm just going to go and get my CBD. And oh God, like that sounds like a process. That's a process, boy. That's a lot. You got to take this out, put this together, screw. Man, all I got to do is take, crush, roll, good. Light it. That's it. Yours, if your shit died down, you got to charge it, put a battery in. I'm like, what? What? We're robots now. Every influence you have come from that phone. Everyone thinks that they have a mind of their own. You do? If you really have a mind of your own, right? Then no one would do the thinking for you, right? Be careful how you answer. If you had a mind of your own, no one would do the thinking for you. No one would tell you when to get up, tell you when to go to work, tell you what to eat, tell you what to say, tell you what to do, tell you where to hang out, tell you what time to come back in, tell you when not to go out. That's having a mind of your own. Someone told you you agreed, so you said, "Oh yeah, I agreed." Mm-hmm. That's not having a mind of your own. If you're sitting with a friend and like, yeah, I'll get the chili. Oh yeah, I'm getting the chili too. You know you don't want chili, so why you ask for that? That's not having a mind of your own. See, I'm gonna just break it down simple thing. Yeah, I wanted to go to Kava, but I really like Sweet Green. So but I don't really want to go to Sweet Green. I really, really, really I want to go to like Shake Shack. And you really want to go to Kava. So just because everybody say they're going to Shake Shack, you're like, okay, dude. Y'all go to Shake Shack. I'm about to go to Kava and get my joint. We'll meet up when you finish, get your stuff. This whole thing of feeling left out or want to be a part of, you don't got to be a part of no damn clique to be in the clique. If people accept you for who you are, they just accept you for who you are. If they don't, then they don't. We have to stop being so pressed to impress people. And you only want to impress people because that's what you see, because you don't think for yourself. Someone told you how to think. Someone told you to post stuff, so you post stuff. Someone told you to TikTok, so you TikTok. When I say tell you, I didn't say like they use their words and no, the influence of it. They said it, you did it. They said it, you did it. You did it. It's not your fault that you have influences, but you have to be responsibilities and action. have to be able to tell yourself, I'm not rocking with that. It's cool. Don't mean you cool. Just respect that I don't do that. And you could go ahead and do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You go do what you want, but and you have to be like that with your health and fitness. You have to be like that. That's the mindset you have to have. This is your body. This is your change. This is your process. Because understand, once you reach your fitness goal, your whole mentality changes. Your mentality changes once you start working out and eating right. Another tip, please understand this. Your weight loss is not going to come from your working out. It's not. Your weight loss is not going to come from your fitness. 20% of it, only 20% of your fitness is in the process of your weight loss. One more time, only 20%, okay, of your fitness is part of your weight loss. 80% of it is, I'm going to say this again, 80% of it, again, 80% of it, one more time, 80% of it is your eating. 80% of your weight loss is your eating. What am I supposed to eat? Fruits. I'm going to be honest. I got to get more fruits. That's why y'all haven't seen me. Those who follow me on Instagram, that's why you haven't seen me with the fruit. And I got to get more fruits. But I've learned, and this is, you have to use yourself, especially when it comes to your health. Use yourself. I noticed when I was eating the apple, the orange, it was doing me good in the morning. I would eat it in the morning and it was doing me good. Fruit is good for your brain and your digestion and your teeth in the morning. I am telling you, it is awesome. But I've always known that because when I was little and I was with my grandma, she used to, she always give me fruits and vegetables as snacks and things like that. So I've always known that. Do you understand? So I've always pretty much been eating like that. So for those of you who already know that, that's fine. I'm just saying. Shout out to everybody doing their thing health-wise too. So I don't want to, I don't know a bunch of names or whatever, but if you're doing your thing and you're helping others, I salute you, because if that's what it's about. It's not about us. We have to help others. Young dudes out there, it's not about us. It's about y'all. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. So yeah, so this has been fun. For me, it has been fun. Again, I know it's late, so I'll put this up probably tomorrow, or now or later or whatever. I'm about to eat something and and then go to sleep, and then go to sleep. So I think I'll do another one. Let me see. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow Thursday. I think I'll do another one Friday. But Friday I might be partying and chilling and things like that. Whatever. Have you a good time. But I think I might do another one Friday. Maybe Friday in maybe when I come back. Maybe like in the afternoon. Maybe around let's say like 6, 5, 6. Let's say 5:36. I'm still saying 6. So let's say 6 and plan for 5. And I'll do another one Friday. Again, leave your comments. I do not care. Go ahead. Be respectful. Shout out to everybody again out there who has their positive podcasts. I love watching. You guys definitely do your thing. There's going to be other topics that I talk about too. Things I'm into. I'm talking about paranormal. We'll get into that. So all the paranormies up in there, all the paranormal people up in there, I'll get into a segment that day and we could just go ahead, because there's a lot of misinformation. Y'all are not knowing about the spirit realm, and it's people just up there lying, don't know the purpose of what's there, why it's there, so that'll be a whole different thing. But other than that, I think I'll see y'all guys, like I said, Friday in the afternoonish. This is strictly explicit truth, and I'm gonna continue to give you the truth. If I do not know something, because I don't know it all, if I do not know something, ask me, I will look it up. We can look it up together. We can discover, we can dissect it and go in. All right. So peace, love, and light. Peace.